Okay, we're here with Copenhagen's trio, Tripolism, which names are, because I'm not going to butcher your names, so...
My name is Frederick.
I'm Ras, or Rasmus.
Bryn.
And there are three friends from the 2010 DJ scene that merged together into a creative force and very recognized for your lively vocal-driven house tracks. And right now you're like the hot commodity, the new, fresh, like big rope. And the breakout moment came with a dope dance, which Pete Tong's essential new tune, followed by a #1 beatport remix of Shapeshifter's Lola's Theme, and a debut album, Absolute Dope, on Ultra Records and stages from Coachella to clubs worldwide, and now in Barcelona. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good.
We're good.
How are you? That
Good.
sounded good. Thanks. Thank you, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice being here. Thanks for inviting us.
It's our pleasure. How did you end up with your name Tripolism, besides being three of you? And
We had like 20 very not good names. I think this was the closest one that like made sense.
Yeah, we had like a short list,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it was like we had Trinity Disco
Okay.
and all kinds of different stuff, and then it was like Tripoli, which means kind of like the three cities, and then we like words with that ended with ism, so it was like Tripolism. So
Yeah, and kind of like we swear to being three, right? So
Yeah.
It's the three of us.
Yeah.
then after that, we meet some Greek friends and they tell us like, it's such a cool name because it means an attack from three sides.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah. But
Yeah, that's why,
that's
that's
cool.
why.
That's so cool, man. Yeah. So
But then I actually spoke to another Greek girl and she was like, well, you can be schizophrenic with like 2 personalities or you can be like Tripolismus. With
yeah.
the 3 personalities.
Okay.
Which kind of makes sense.
and now everyone thinks we're Greek.
That's kind of weird.
just to make sure they're not.
Like dope dance was huge in Greek.
In
and,
Greece.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in Greece, sorry, not in Greek. We haven't made the Greek version yet.
Well, you should, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you're missing out on something.
We
No,
only know Malaka.
Malaka.
That'd be a good song.
Walk us through the It's Now or Never moment in summer 2019. What clicked in that initial session that made this all happen?
I think it was several sessions because actually the guys were hosting parties for many years, both in Jutland, right where you started, and then they moved to Copenhagen, and I was a DJ and producer back in the time, and then they reached out to me because like you wanted to play more gigs.
We wanted to go outside of Denmark to play. We
Yeah.
only played like one very good gig every year, which was at a Danish festival called Distortion, and we were like, it could be actually nice to do this like a couple of times every year and maybe do it outside of Denmark. And we were like, okay, but then we have to produce something.
Yeah, so we called Bryn. He was like big real estate agent. You kind of gave up on the dream of like being a full-time musician.
You need money to do this.
Yeah. We told him about, hey, we really think we have like the style. We know how it should like sound, but we need a guy who can help us. So from the beginning, it was actually supposed to be like you making tracks for us.
Yeah, but I remember telling you like it takes 5 years. You thought like it would take like a couple of tracks. I was like, no, it takes time. And then I think it was like a month into it because we were meeting every Thursday night is when we all had time. And a month into it, we were just having so much fun and just became such good friends.
Yeah.
So we decided to.
Yeah, we wanted to make like a common project and not like just continue a project that was me and Ras's and then
So, and then we had like COVID.
COVID came.
COVID came as it was a good timing for us because we didn't go out and we had all the time in the world
To do it yourself.
We met in secrecy.
Yeah.
So you're the real estate, so journalism and marketing, which one is...
Yeah, I'm the marketing guy and Ras
Yeah.
is a
So
journalist.
you had the idea, you had the vision, and you had the willpower to do it.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have the willpower.
Yeah. But
and,
like...
and not much else to do at the time of COVID, so...
I actually was a full-time job. there.
yeah.
The only business that didn't get shut down was real estate.
Yeah, me too. But
Yeah.
Fred had a lot of time.
Yeah.
You had
I was sent home from work because so,
you got so many hobbies.
yeah.
Well, you stick to the good one, I guess.
Yeah.
So do these parts of your past working life still show up sometimes when you're working, like the journalist side, the market, the real estate, or no, it's all behind and nothing else?
It's always Bryn who's he's handling all the fees and negotiate.
Buying a new studio.
Yeah. No, I think like we're sort of like a small entity, and we can. A lot of the time, we can do our own press releases. Obviously, we get like some help now, but we've been like doing a lot of stuff on our own because of the backgrounds that we had. So I think it has been working in our favor that we came from like very different backgrounds, also with marketing.
Yeah, definitely. You have like some secret hacks for Facebook and Instagram. Like he's like setting up like coding, like and we just have different skills.
I have
because
no clue what's going on.
no, but we had a civil career before, and that's
And
we can use that.
when was the time that you figured that okay, it's not something that we can do on our own, and we have to get a team, or we have to like get like what? When was that point? Is
Well,
it like
actually, I think her name is Annie. She was working at Ultra Records at the time. She you connected with her through a mutual friend, and this kind of how it started. Like we were talking with someone from like a bigger label.
Annie Birkeland.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of happened, slowly progressed over a couple of years. And then like naturally from there, the team slowly became bigger. But we didn't have management until like 6 months ago, basically. And
it's all new.
And agents didn't, it was like a year old. Yeah.
And also we played like for a long time. We were like working full-time jobs Monday to Friday, and then going somewhere in like out and playing in Europe from Friday to Sunday, and then coming back home. So it was a little bit
Tired?
Yeah, we were a little bit tired, and we came to a point where it was like, okay, now probably one of us has to go full-time, so we have a little bit more time to do administration and all that stuff. So
and you were the only one that went full-time, and you were the only one that didn't have time to come to the studio actually.
Yeah.
Because you were
But you
working so much.
Yeah. So you were kind of the manager, tour manager, accountant.
at least
Like
for 4
marketing
months.
dude.
At least for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So what happened when Pete like highlighted your song? Was it like a before and after of like your career? Like, oh, it's serious now. Something's happening.
Dope dance or
The Essential New 2? No.
yeah.
I would say like first of all, I think that the biggest thing was that for us that actually we made an Essential New tune that was actually quite crazy. Also with our good friends Dando and Redect. I don't know, like it was not just that. It was just like so many small events, like the kind of music guys playing it.
Well,
Dixon,
the Beatport #1 must have been also like a
of course,
or like an economic thing to say like, okay, we can quit this, we can go full time on that.
absolutely. But that was
There's a fun story to that.
Oh,
it's not because of that, but that we're
No.
share it, please.
Yeah, but there's definitely and before and after Dope Dance for sure. Because before Dope Dance we didn't play like any shows at all. Like we didn't have any bookings or anything. And then Dope Dance came out, and then like I think 2 or 3 months after we had our first show in Malaga actually, and
reworks.
and then we went to Reworks in Thessaloniki. So it was kind of Dope Dance was kind of like it catapulted us into that industry.
And not only us, also Nandu and Redect.
Yeah.
Like just to see what a single track can do to 3 entities' careers, and like it's
And then with the Lola's theme, that's
a long story.
That's a long story. We can do it short, but
didn't make us rich.
we're not getting rich from Lola's themes in any way.
They could buy like 1/3 of this beer.
But it was like you guys
made someone else more money, even more money. Just say it.
You guys were like listening to that track the same day.
I was just listening to it on the radio, and some like radio hosts, their DJs, they played it at like a politician meeting in Bornholm, small island. And it was like the roof went off, and like everything was crazy. And it was like, and then they played this version where the piano starts, and I was like, this is actually remixable. Like I've never heard the piano by itself. So and then I was picking you up.
Yeah, he was picking me up. You had to deliver some stuff, and I heard it the same day. I was listening to some classic playlist, and I remember thinking, "Whoa, this is a huge tune." Of course, we knew about it, but never thought that it could be something we could do. And then we're like, "Okay, this is destiny." At the same time, I'm going to his car. I think it was playing in the car, so like,
it was a bit weird. And then we drove to the studio, and
we went directly to the studio, and then we made like some kind of an edit or a playable version of it, and then we started playing it around, and we were like asking at one point, because we thought it was like super big, and then we went to our team and asked like, is there a chance that we can make this an official remix? And they tried for a long time.
We gotta know.
And we got a no, like a solid no.
Wow.
And then we were just thinking, okay, we need to get this out in some way. So we put it on SoundCloud just for like free download. And then
You titled it.
we titled it like Tripolism's hopefully soon to be official remix.
Yeah.
And then all hell broke loose in an afternoon, and we had Defected Records and
the Shapeshifters. He actually
Shapeshifters tweeted about it, and
called us idiots, like on Twitter and
we kind of were
or X
idiots.
we were idiots
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
just stole it. Like we put it on for free download because we were noobs.
And Defected Records, they were like, we're gonna close your accounts, and like if you don't take it down, and then we were like, okay, then we're gonna do it. And then like in that period of time, it was like across an afternoon, like the remix already kind of spread.
Yeah.
And then from within a couple of months, like a lot of people were playing it, and also some of the really, really big names, and that for sure made like the entire difference. And then we had our management team who knew Shapeshifters and his team, and then they were like, maybe we should look into the option of putting it out as an official remix.
The pressure became too big.
The pressure became too big at one point,
But we were a bit behind in this negotiation because, like, they had.
We were on the wrong side of the table.
Exactly.
As you say in real estate business.
But I really, I think
It's coming out.
I actually think it was Annie's idea just to put it out, and if we look back, if we hadn't done that, it would never have been published. So
we kind of strong-armed him into making it an official remix.
And he strong-armed us into an amazing deal.
And we will obviously apologize for being idiots.
sorry,
We actually already apologized to him.
don't do it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But it's out, and it's...
That's how we have.
Apologize.
So, did you feel like that gave you like a validation as producers, and they just like, oh, there's these big names that really like our stuff, what we've done. You think that was needed, or you were doing your own thing anyways?
No, like I never think that we sought validation as producers or singers. Like I think the main goal of Tripolism was basically, because we all love music, was to travel and play just a couple of times. That was like the main goal. So it's never been like an ego thing, searching for something or achieving something. Like, Coachella was not even it was not a goal. It was like everything was so unreachable, actually.
But I think seeing all the DJs and producers that was playing Dope Dance also kind of changed the way that we make music as to the music that we made before, because we made we put out some EPs and they were very good and very cool. But I think with Dope Dance, we also realized, okay, maybe it's actually cool that we sing ourselves, which we do now, and kind of has become a characteristic of our music. So it changed a lot how we
so
produce music and
that 90s nostalgia is just because it happens with Lola's team, or because your true culture of what you learn about music was like 90s, like dance.
Well, I'm born in the mid '80s. I'm a super '90s child, so I love '90s music, and I think we all do.
Same, yeah.
But so this was just like a track that made so much sense to do, but there was no like strategic moves or anything behind it. It was just like making a track where people hopefully lose their shit on the dance floor.
And it is not.
It's not a defining thing about
It's not
it.
our track. Also, it's a remix. Like so. It would have been, of course, it would have been nicer if it was like Sunrise or Dope Dance, but so.
But your trademark now, it's like with your tracks, it's more like choir style. How did you end up like going to that route of like?
Well, I think it was Dope Dance started it.
Yeah.
It was still a little bit weird to sing together after Dope Dance because it was Dope Dance was basically a one take. It didn't sound that good. It took some editing, but and then like I think we did it again on Soul Train, and then the three of us tried it alone on Good Times, and I guess this was like one of the first experiences where we like recorded our vocals, and as soon as we pushed play, we're like, okay, this sounds pretty good.
That's okay. Yeah,
and then just fast forward to like the track with Who Made Who, like I think that was the first time we just recorded them, pushed play, and we were all like, okay, this actually sounds sick. Like this. How does it sound so good?
yeah.
And also it makes it a lot easier. We like to work with vocals, but it takes a lot of time sometimes to find the right vocals for a track. So being able to just go into the studio and record them ourselves, it's way easier.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff also the same sound in some way. And this is just a very easy way to stand out, and we don't have to wait for someone sending us their vocals. We can just do it. And then,
it also like it forms the DNA of your band. It also like sets you apart from other people.
And I like. I think the quirkiness in our voices is also something that represent us. We've always been like, let's have fun, let's do that, and like if it works, then it works. If not, then like we don't take it too like serious everything. And I think
also our lyrics, I think, are a testimony to that.
Really.
Also, you had a lot of collaborations like Nandu, Who Made Who, Meera. Like, who's next on your like dream collab list? And would you just like put your vocals on some like big pop act just for the fans of it?
Exciting question.
We probably would. We kind of did it with Who Made Who, because like Who Made Who, they
but
sent
not
us
a pop act.
And I mean, like a massive thing, like Madonna's. He like I want you to sing a little bit for my next.
If she calls, we'll probably say yes. Yeah,
probably.
I don't know. Like
real estate.
Dude, you said you want to do a track with Britney Spears.
Yeah, but I didn't say like Tripolism singing.
Okay.
But like I think that we already have been fortunate enough that some pretty big names are reaching out, and I think it's always fun to examine it and see what is going to happen. I think there's never any valid reason, basically almost in life, to say no from the get-go. Like, see how it goes, how it will sound like. I think the good thing about making music is like you can actually make a track, listen to it, you can feel it. If it doesn't feel right, then you can take it back, kind of. So
that's also the good thing about being free, right? Because when Madonna calls us, then me and Res, we can just vote, yes, we're going to do the collaboration, and then we're going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a Greek democracy here.
Triple democracy.
And if someone wants to collab with you, should they come to you or you go to them? Like the studio wise?
It's both ways. Yeah.
Just Instagram, DMs, it works. But we have done a lot of collabs.
Yeah.
So we've been thinking maybe we should also like find our sound and maybe go to the studio, just the three of us. But like Madonna, we will answer and discuss.
It was just the name.
Yeah.
But do you have any collabs already done that are coming out soon-ish?
Yeah.
Not to tell them, but just to
we can tell about two at least.
Yeah.
We have another one with Avantgarde, our Turkish brothers.
Our Turkish brothers.
Yeah.
We put out Groove On with them. It's
And
called All Hearts Beat. It'll be out later this year.
Yeah, and then we have a track with Ida Core, like the... You know Ida Core?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's very Shapeshifters, Loyalty, Brown.
Kind of.
I can love it, yeah.
Kind of.
That's a banger. It needs to,
Yeah, and it's actually coming out the 20th of June, so it's very soon. And then we were just in the studio with Meera. We love Meera. So we have a couple of projects we're working on with her.
Yeah. So you're non-stop working between touring.
Yeah.
Like,
we try to, but it's a little bit hard these days.
Before flying here today, we finished 4 tracks ready for master. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But we had like a 5-week tour.
5-year tour.
5-year tour.
It felt like 5 years.
Yeah, tour. It felt like more. So we've been having quite some off time lately, just to land. Like
before last week, we hadn't been to the studio for like 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you mentioned with your Turkish, you have a lot of projects coming in Turkey, or it seems like what?
Yeah.
You have things happening.
Yeah,
there, right?
What's happening with Turkey?
What's happening? What drew your attention there?
I think if you like move a little bit back, so like Greece and Turkey.
Yeah.
Like we were like 8 times in Turkey last year. Yeah. And we already been there like 4 times this year.
And you're planning to go more.
Yeah. Like I don't know why, but somehow our sounds just fits there. And the people are so amazing and so heartwarming, and it's so nice to be there. And I have a Turkish girlfriend. But
Is that the reason?
No.
The reason?
It's because Bryn has
You are playing
his
along.
you're
You're
like
sure,
Turkish on
I'll go
Duolingo.
there.
like, not again, Brynja. We've been there so much. And then,
Okay, but no, that's not the. Also, you found like a community, and that they get the music there.
Absolutely, yeah, and like
also, it's really nice.
the avant-garde Tableau guys and their whole like team and everyone at Klein Phoenix and like we just met so much nice people there.
super nice people.
They're all amazing.
Also in Greece.
Also in Greece and also in the south of Turkey. We've been a couple of times going back there again. The Danish guys at Privé and
And
like,
also, like, there's a very, very good and very big electronic community in Turkey. So, and it's a very, very, very big country also. So, you can go to Turkey for like 8 times and go like 8 different places where there's a really big community, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And now that you've professionalized being DJs and partying, and it's not just like going to DJ once every year, what's the thing that sucks most to be like, oh, now this part of that was fun, now it's a job?
flying.
I think it's missing people in Copenhagen and missing out on stuff. I have a very good friend who has. I know baby showers are shit, but I would like to go to her baby shower because it's beers in the sun, and it's like, and all my friends, and it's on Saturday, and it's often you can't go to these things, and that's of course very sad, actually. Yeah.
You made me sound like an idiot.
Oh, don't be sad.
Yeah. You probably
I think there's. I mean, it's with. You know, when you have an everyday job, there's also a lot of things that you kind of think is shit about that. But
your colleagues,
working hours, lunch, shit.
You do all of these things with
basically
us.
your job.
Yeah, no. But we have all had really, really nice jobs. Like the place I was before we started this project was really, really, really good, a good place. So I was very sad to leave there, but. Yeah, there are things to this job that is. I mean, being in airports, being away from family, from friends. It can be a little bit hard, but then again, we get to go out, meet a lot of really nice people. We get to take our music and kind of like all the stuff that we love. We get to take that out into the world, which is So there's pros and cons to.
Plus, I thought about it like last week when we were in the studio. Like we basically like our everyday job is now to like meet, hang out, order some lunch, be making some. Fucking nice tunes, like hey, this snare is sick, good. And it's like Monday 11 a.m.
We've been talking about it a lot of times. That like, imagine if one day we could all like, if your job was to go make music in the studio and then like to go away in the weekend and play, which is what we're doing now. So we are in many ways living the dream that we set out to. So,
but also you're doing it, 3 of you, which you are friends. And you have the support system. How do people that go solo? How do you think they manage?
I don't know.
Like Nandu is a really good friend of ours, and he travels a lot, and he also calls us a lot. So I think it's just like communicating, having some colleagues, and I think also the amazing thing about this business is like now we know so many people all over the world, and like so we meet them for the first time, but typically we meet them again and again. So it's actually like kind of like traveling around and meeting old friends. Often,
but,
right?
But still, to do this alone, it would be so rough.
Yeah, I have so much respect for all the DJs like who are building a career in this industry by themselves. I mean, obviously they have teams surrounding them,
but it's not like
traveling alone, being on the road by yourself a lot of the time. It must be. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think I would be able to like do it by myself.
And also, just to do the debrief in the plane on your back home, share the memories. Like remember that time in Turkey. Like it's very very nice to have two, not only people but also friends to share that with. And I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. Me too. It's a huge thing. Sharing the good experiences.
Yeah.
And bad. Yeah, especially bad also because.
If you don't have that many bad ones.
No, but I'm just like, if you have problems, it's nice to be 3 and not sitting alone in some
breakups
airport.
and shit. We're like in the airport, like one is like this, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And like, and then we talk about that.
What's the weirdest thing in your backstage rider that like it's so weird that, but you guys order that every time?
I think it's frets.
I think at one point we like put like mixed nuts, which is like I don't know why we.
The ginger shots.
Yeah, ginger shots, but it's not like super weird.
No, but we don't have weird stuff.
I think like mixed nuts was like just because like what
Mixed
would you
nuts.
like to eat in the
Mixed nuts.
Mixed
yeah,
nuts.
what would you like to eat in the backstage? I never eat nuts, so I don't know why I put it there.
You put it there?
Yeah, in the beginning, it was like fresh fruit, mixed nuts.
Fresh fruit also.
Yeah.
Weird.
ChatGPT, what to put on a rider as a house act.
Yeah.
We just had the big discussion about maybe updating it,
Yeah.
because we started out having beers, but then you have to pee all the time, and you get a bit lazy from beers. Then we shift by guidance from avant-garde tableau. We switch to tequila.
It's a lot more fun.
More fun. You don't get hungover.
No. Because you get tired of that easy. So
Yeah.
you don't get to the point of
Yeah, you
Exactly.
could say that.
too many, yeah.
And I think we build up a tolerance, so we don't get the drunk either.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
No.
Okay, and also, are you besides music and producing and like DJing, how involved are you in like the visual concept and the whole like image or preparing like the shows and everything, just so it has like a coherence, or are you working into like other like artistic expressions other than music right now?
We've always talked about that Tripolism as a project would be even cooler if we could have friends who was kind of part of it. So in the beginning we had a very good friend. He was like doing he made like a fund for us, and he did some like paintings where we had some images from that, and we could like put it into our visual identity. And nowadays it's one of my former colleagues. She's doing all the artwork for the covers, so it feels very nice to include friends.
And you're also doing a lot of the artwork for like posters and like, you know. And
Yeah. We had some help like building some different stuff, but we are very much thinking about what we think is cool, fonts, colors. We always have a lot of discussions about like in which direction to go.
Yeah. But we are very much hands-on ourselves in this matter. Like
we don't have a full team of like graphic designers who produce all the artworks for us. We mostly do it ourselves, excluding all the like cover for artworks and stuff.
And in 5 years, what do you wish to accomplish together? Not just like musically, but also like to make a dent on like the electronic music scene or everything. Is there a goal, like, because you've been everywhere, like Fred up from Coachella, whatever, but is there any legacy that you want to leave?
Yeah, but actually I think already this exceeded our expectations so wildly already. And I actually think it's quite healthy not to like put up goals when it comes to doing what I actually consider as being an art form, right? It's just making tracks, and we always try to be very innovative. We don't want to steal too many sounds for something else and like do our own stuff. So I think if we in 5 years are just as happy as we are now and fortunate that people like our sound and think it's different and like if we are still unique and have a unique space and then in this business and environment, I would be super happy.
That's wise words.
Yeah, it's also because things have been moving so fast, so it's been almost like kind of hard to sit down and make like something, like make a strategy or anything. Things are just like happening along the way, and we try to just enjoy all the good things that are like happening for us at the moment.
But it is interesting because at some point you get to some point where you think, should you do a label? Should you do? We did a party called Under the Sun. Should we focus on that? And
should we do a live show?
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's
now we try singing live with Who Met Who, and it's fucking amazing experience. We were shitting ourselves before the show in Mexico, but then it went kind of okay. Went even better in Paris. So that could be fun. Yeah, but there are always things to explore. But I just think it's if you put up a goal like summer 27, we're doing this. Like maybe the fun gets taken out a little bit because then it needs to be pressured, and so I think in our business it's actually okay to take it a little bit slow. Let the music do the talking and our shows.
And I also think we can give each other space. If your dream is to start a label tomorrow and be like, that's a nice idea, but we don't want to focus too much on that, then then we have the space because we are free to do it and to focus on it. But we didn't make a 5-year plan, and
Yeah, maybe we will at some point make a 5-year plan. Who knows?
in 5 years.
In 5 years, maybe we'll make a 5-year plan. Maybe someone from our team will be like, we have to make a 5-year
Maybe they already have a 5-year plan.
Yeah, maybe we just don't know about it.
Yeah.
We'll replay this in 2030 and
Yes.
see what's happening.
Yeah.
And from your journey, what lessons you can get from what happened to you guys that you can give as an advice for young kids that want to get into the music industry? What's a good advice that you would give them?
I think there's one thing I've been mentioning it to you guys also a lot of times. I remember seeing, I can't remember who it was someone put up a story saying on Instagram, and he was saying, if you're a producer and you've been producing for a long time and you've been in the industry for a long time, just know that many times along the way you will maybe feel like, okay, this is the moment that you're breaking through, and now it's all gonna start happening. Now you're gonna go into the world and play your music. But just remember that a lot of the times where you think that might happen, it might not. So just enjoy all the good things that are happening along the way, and just keep doing it because you think it's fun and cool, and not because like you want to end up somewhere specific, because you're probably gonna end up disappointed. At least if you're not like breaking through from one day to the other, it's only happening for a very few selected people that you can, almost overnight go and make a career in this industry. So, I think just enjoy it, and
Yeah, and I also think, again, a good thing about making music, because I was a footballer when I was younger and got injured and stuff, and like there you have like a timeline where you can play basically. But I think with music, like age is not that big a factor, especially not with our genre. So actually, if you're like 25, if you're 35, even, like it doesn't matter what age. If you really want to do it, just like dive deep into it. And I also think maybe a lot of young producers are sending us stuff now, where you can hear like they're actually good producers, but like another 5 years they'll be insane. So it's about finding your own sound and trying to copy less. And I was copying like everyone I liked when I started, so it's a natural way to start. But just keep
learn.
And to learn.
Yeah,
It's an amazing way to learn. But keep on doing that, and then I also like a really, really good thing is to find out what are your strong points and where your weaknesses. Because my weaknesses are for sure like I have 200 tracks I will never release. And then I meet these guys and they're like, this track is done. No, it's done. No, it's not done. It's done. But also like, you know, amazing like marketing skills, like you know, just we can help each other. Like I hate SoMe. You love SoMe.
Get a nice team.
But you have some good friends. Share stuff. Like then you can also like talk about the music. You can think of like look at things from a different perspective. Just like but don't stop. Basically, just keep on going.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Exactly.
There's like a lot of people out there who would be more than happy to help you along the way.
Absolutely.
And you'll have some things that you're really good at, and you'll have some things that you're not very good at. So, ask for help.
And people are actually very nice in this industry.
Yeah. And
So
very
nice.
willing to, give out tips and tricks and yeah.
Were they as nice to you before you got big?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
People have been nice. People have been nice the whole time.
Maybe they responded less than now, but almost everyone that we've been talking to and writing to and asking for tracks and like has been just like super cool. It means a lot when people are writing to you and saying, "Oh, your music is really cool. I very much enjoy it."
It does.
Yeah.
And we try to reply to all the messages we get.
Yeah.
And it, not to sound like Backstreet Boys, but of course, when you put up a story, you can easily get maybe 50 replies, and then just sit down and maybe.
I think Backstreet Boys get more.
Yeah, but
Nowadays,
not to sound like. Nowadays it's the same as Backstreet, but just be nice to people because then it gets back to you.
What would you rather play at clubs or festivals?
I like a long club night, extended set, maybe 4 hours.
Yeah. Intimate atmosphere is amazing, but then I must also say, like, I had no idea what we were going into at Coachella. I was expecting like 150 people somewhere outside, and a little bit like, hey, and then it like popped off. So festival gigs are also cool. I was like 50-50.
Energy there is something else,
Yeah.
and it's a bit up here all the time.
Yeah.
And I like a good blend of it all.
Yeah, if you're only playing club gigs, that also gets a little bit boring maybe in the end. Or like, it's nice to have the diversity, I guess. It's the balance. Yeah.
Yeah, I like both.
You like it all.
I like it all.
Well, we hope the best for you guys, and we have one last question that Pole Position asked for you guys to answer, because you gave them a question, and it's like you have the three of you agree on which one of you is the better singer. And you have to all agree.
Okay.
The better singer.
Yeah,
I would say
I would say
Brynja.
Bryn for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
That was easy. They thought you were like gonna fight
No.
No.
He is the actual good singer, but I'm not a very talented singer. But the thing is, when we sing together, it has this tune,
Yeah.
and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So,
But you did a solo track now.
Res and Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred, we need you.
I'm not sure my voice is very fit for singing, but I can hit the notes.
Yeah,
You can do the atmosphere.
Yeah, but I don't have like a very like kind of like a beautiful.
You have a nice voice actually. I like it.
so yeah, it was easy.
Yeah,
That was
it's
very
Bryn
easy.
for sure.
Better next time.
Singer,
Pole
yeah.
position. Yeah.
I mean,
Who's the better singer of those guys?
you ask them. Thank you very much, and hope tonight goes well, and all your next touring and non-stopping.
Thanks for having us.
so much.
Thank you very much for
Our
having me.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Cool, man.